What if the future of the global economy isn't being built in banks, governments, or even traditional blockchain systems, but inside a silent, structured algorithm designed to redefine value itself? Welcome to the concept of the Pi economic empire, a predictive framework describing the evolution of Pi network into something far greater than a digital currency, not just money but a full-scale digital operating system for global value exchange. At the center of this vision lies what is called the 7-layer Algorithmic Fortress, a system designed to transform how value is created, verified, and owned. First comes technical integrity, where the architecture introduces a powerful constraint: forbid unsafe code. This is not just a programming choice but a philosophical one, suggesting a system where manipulation, exploitation, and hidden vulnerabilities are structurally eliminated, creating what can be described as an ethical economy enforced by code itself, where trust is no longer assumed but mathematically guaranteed. Then comes the 7-layer matrix, a step-by-step pipeline where every economic action must pass through 7 distinct stages, starting from orange initiation, moving through processing layers like blue and green, and finally reaching gold, the state of confirmed ownership. Each layer acts as a checkpoint, not just validating transactions but verifying intent, legitimacy, and value creation, making speculation without participation nearly impossible and ensuring that only those who contribute real utility can progress through the system. Within this framework emerges the concept of the micron economy, where 1 KYC equals 10 million microns, meaning a single unit of Pi is divisible into ultra-small fragments that enable value exchange at an extremely granular level, from micro-payments to global trade, all operating on the same standardized unit system, potentially redefining pricing, accessibility, and financial inclusion across both developed and emerging economies. But the vision extends beyond economics into geopolitics, suggesting a shift from traditional territorial sovereignty to what can be described as value sovereignty, where control over resources may no longer depend on borders but on verified participation within a digital system, meaning resources, transactions, and even identities could require cryptographic validation before being recognized globally, introducing the radical idea that economic authority may no longer be granted by governments but by network participation itself. This is further reinforced by the concept of legacy finance integration, where existing systems such as Visa are not immediately replaced but gradually repositioned as support rails feeding liquidity into a broader decentralized ecosystem, effectively becoming subsidiary layers rather than dominant infrastructures. At the same time, it is important to recognize that this entire framework remains predictive and speculative, representing a possible trajectory rather than a guaranteed outcome, yet it highlights a critical shift already underway: the convergence of blockchain, identity verification, and real-world utility. If this model holds even partially true, then participation evolves beyond simply holding a token into actively engaging in a system that rewards verified contribution, where value is not declared but proven, and access is not bought but earned through structured layers of validation. In conclusion, the idea of the Pi economic empire challenges conventional understanding of money, ownership, and power, shifting the narrative from speculation to structure, from trust to verification, and from centralized control to algorithmic governance, suggesting that we may be witnessing the early blueprint of a new kind of civilization, one built not on borders but on code.